Napoleon's first campaign in Italy. The new revolutionary Republic of France is under threat from all the old reactionary nations of Europe. It is clear that there are no options other than war, and that the utter ruination of France is the only aim of Austria and France's other enemies. The Austrians are motivated by fear. They fear their own people will follow the same revolutionary path. The Austrians can be confronted in Germany and northern Italy. Austria's possessions in Italy are ready for liberation. The other states of Italy bear watching, but should not be able to stand against the righteous anger of the French people. General Napoleon Bonaparte, yes, he was born in Corsica, just a couple of years before the island was sold to the French by the Genoese. That's why the Italian name here. General Bonaparte, in charge of the army of Italy's artillery, has been appointed to command their entire army. It is his duty to hold on to France's territory in the Italian peninsula. This is, however, an ambitious and skillful man, and he has plans to drive the Austrians out of Italy back to the gates of Vienna.
Some men live a simple life, while others have a fire that threatens to engulf the world. I do not know when the fire in Napoleon first burned. Perhaps he had always had a destiny, but sometimes destiny can use a little help or even a revolution. The old ways were drowned in a tide of blood. A man could be whatever he wanted if he could weather the storm. In 1796, Napoleon was sent to command the army of Italy. We knew that Austria would fight in Germany. We knew the Italian campaign had become pointless. Napoleon thought differently. That was his talent. I will lead you through the most fertile plains in the world. You will find there honor, glory, and riches, he told us. The soldiers listened, but they didn't believe. They had long been without hope, without glory.
France and the coalition. With the majority of French forces engaging Austria in the Rhineland, you've been placed in command of the destitute Armée d'Italie near the French-Italian border. Faced with impending invasion from Austrian forces stationed in Italy, it is vital that you address your army's dire situation and secure a foothold in the region before setting your sights on Austria itself. Capture Klagenfurt, and your forces will have a clear path to Vienna. The stronghold of Mantua may prove to be a challenging obstacle, although its seizure is vital if you hope to weaken the Austrian position in Italy. You will also face resistance from Austria's coalition ally, the Kingdom of Piedmont, Sardinia. Subjugating this nation, along with any other Italian states that stand in your way, will ensure you sufficient resources to crush the Austrians and overthrow the coalition once and for all.
So the Directory in France, in Paris, has given us the mission to win the Italian campaign for the Republic of France. And they mostly mean the northern part of Italy, because that's the most rich and important part of Italy. The southern parts are ruled by the Kingdom of Naples, which is not important at this time, even though in the centuries before, the French had always had interests in southern Italy, such as King Charles VIII, who attacked southern Italy and claimed he wanted to claim the Kingdom of Naples as France's own territory through their marital relationships with the previous kings. But that didn't work out, and the Italian wars ensued, which saw the French not to be able to win any important regions in southern Italy. But now everything has changed with the French Revolution, and the current regime in France facing multiple fronts fighting the European powers such as Great Britain, Austria, and also Russia and Prussia as potential enemies. Now they've decided to conquer the northern Italy for the riches, as well as for ensuring their people that they are able to withstand wave after wave of enemy old regime European forces. So let's see what we can do. So we have here General Bonaparte with his small army. It is comprised of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 brigades, or actually regiments. So 9 regiments is each 3 regiments can be a brigade. So this is a small division right now, which is commanded by General Bonaparte himself. As you can see him here. He has an aide-de-camp. He is mentioned in dispatches. He is first and foremost an artillery commander, superior general, legend in the making, and brave soldier. And that's good. So first division is here, and this is the army of Italy, comprised of 3 divisions at this moment. So the first division is commanded by General Bonaparte himself. It has 2 brigades of infantry, a divisional artillery, 1 regiment, actually 2 regiments of cavalry. So these are the reserve cavalry, 1 dragoons, as well as 1 general's bodyguard, which is heavy cavalry. They're not lancers, but they can fight very well hand-to-hand combat. And the infantry are comprised of 5 regiments or 2 brigades. So there's 2 Revolutionary Infantry Line Infantry regiments, a Fusiliers Regiment, a Grenadiers Regiment, and a National Guard Regiment. So what's happened is usually right now the plan is to use this division and attack the Austrian forces here, which is commanded by General D'Argentao. It has 5 regiments, so we have numerical superiority. But the terrain might be in the favor of the enemy. We'll see about that. So the second regiment here, the second division here, under the command of General Jean Sourier, again is comprised of 7 regiments, and it has again 2 brigades of infantry and the divisional artillery, 6-pounder artillery, which has a range of 600 meters. And a brigade of cavalry in reserve. And the second, a smaller division, it's actually 1 brigade. It's not a full regiment, but we're gonna change that by recruiting more troops. So right now the bulk of our forces should be comprised of infantry, because we have a good number of cavalry and artillery at the moment. So we're gonna recruit more infantry, and the Fusiliers, which is the bulk of the infantry corps at this time, is a line infantry using mass volleys and also bayonets for hand-to-hand combat. So let's see how many we're gonna recruit 3. So that means that this 3rd division here under General Jean-André Messena is gonna be, you're gonna have a full division of infantry, and then this will be the core right now, the Army of Italy core. It's not the army capacity right now or army strength, but
Oui, monsieur.
we're building slowly. So right now we have two forces in the immediate fight. So I don't think
Monsieur,
General
vos ordres?
Sourière can attack this city by himself with only one division at this command, because there is one division of infantry most likely here, as well as the garrison forces, which has 5 regiments. So in total this is a high strength division here right now.
Oui.
But first we're gonna attack the Austrian force. Let's see what's gonna be the plan here. So we are secured from this western part because that's where supplies and reinforcement come from France, and this because the Alps are located in this area, the Switzerland. No enemy activity can happen from here, so our western front is secure. We have to fight in the northern part as well as the eastern, and of course our total objective is to capture the whole northern Italy and force the Austrians to sue for peace, and that is achieved by capturing Klagenfurt, which is really close to Vienna. And if we do that, then we will be able to force the Austrians to surrender the northern Italy entirely. But one important aspect is this fortress of Mantua here, because it is a very large fortress, very defensive structures, and it's not gonna be an easy fight. So our first part of our campaign should be to capture the Mantua, and from there we can project power both into other parts of the northern Italy, even going to deal with the Papal States. This is the Duchy of Tuscany, and we have here the Papal States, as well as here Bologna. And then from there we can go one way to the northern Italy and the other way to the east towards Austria, which is the path that General Bonaparte himself will take, and we can see how it go. But the first fight is here.
Votre humble serviteur.
General Bonaparte is gonna attack General Argentao.
Mort à la boucherie!
Yeah, this terrain is not gonna be easy. Okay, so we have one brigade of infantry, divisional artillery, one regiment of artillery, one regiment of cavalry, and the general himself, which gives us a good numerical superiority. But we have to remember that this campaign is very hard, so the battle is very hard. So we're gonna have to fight this. So let's see what we have here. Okay, as I said, terrain is uneven. It is not gonna be an easy fight, and the enemy is arranged in a formation. The artillery in the center, infantry on the right flank, cavalry on the left. So our plan of attack will be to...
Damn this weather, sir! Wet powder makes misfires a certainty!
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have misfires because of the wet gunpowder. Sorry. Well, that will happen for the enemy too, so not much to complain. But our plan is to first capture these heights by advancing our first brigade of infantry, and then our second brigade will come from this flatter terrain here in a pincer movement. If we can fix the enemy from high ground with our first brigade of infantry on the heights, and then the second brigade can move from left and attack their enemy at the flank, and our artillery will be placed in between, because in this terrain they cannot really shoot anything, and our cavalry should move from right flank. That way we're gonna have a complete pincer movement from center, left with the infantry, right from cavalry, and artillery will be center too. So let's arrange here. So because the height advantage from the center gives a huge advantage to our infantry force, it's best to use our more experienced and elite, better equipped infantry from the left flank, which will be the grenadiers and our fusiliers. So, and our National Guard here, we could use them as well. And we're gonna move in column formation. And then our two revolutionary infantry, the center. This terrain is really uneven, and I'm not sure if we can deploy our forces here, but this is looks a good area, good place, and this one too. So yeah, we'll place our infantry right here somewhere. Let's do that. Because of the terrain again, their artillery can't get really fired much. We will place our artillery actually. Okay, let's do this. Put this here. Defend our artillery. Then put them here. To move somewhere around here. Our general should be placed in a safe location. Here, and our cavalry well, since I'm not feeling very safe to leave our cavalry here, kill our artillery without any defense, let's put our cavalry actually in the left flank with the rest of the units.
Milice!
We can even move our infantry to our National Guard to right flank. The problem is that you can't form squares, and if they're attacked by the dragoons, it's going to be a problem. So let's put our National Guard again here. It's okay. So now let's start the battle. Let's first start artillery first, because they're very slow to move. We'll move them into column as well.
Infanterie!
Infantry.
Ordre de groupe! Marchez! Ordre de groupe!
Okay, this one come here.
Maintenez vos positions!
Let's see how we can. Okay. Return their infantry to center. Forming up their artillery. Land where these are mostly militia forces. And their fusiliers. have to first arrange our artillery in a good position, such as here, and then we're gonna advance with our infantry. And let's not make them too close to each other in case artillery fires at them. Let's see what happens here. Okay, forces are advancing. They can advance too. So let's find a good. Let's go here. This one here. So, here. Okay, now let's see our revolutionary infantry here. We have to get this key up. This is not good terrain at all. Let's go here.
L'infanterie suisse attend les ordres.
Okay. Kind of flank the enemy here, which is great. Let's put it here. Okay. Now,
Artillerie, au rapport. Monsieur, montez l'avant-train.
our artillery is trying to fight.
Garde.
Okay. Advance. Our artillery is ready to fight.
Apportez de tir.
Counter battery action.
Lancez des ordres. Attention, les canons. Les canons.
Yeah. We took out an artillery piece right off the bat. That's great. Fire. Okay, we're advancing their cavalry.
Apportez de tir.
Go fair.
Garde révolutionnaire. Sur le champ.
Okay,
Garde révolutionnaire.
form a square. And dragoons should come here too. The cavalry is gonna go to waste. You shoot at the cavalry, the infantry.
Milice.
Yeah, the dragoons are already routed. Quickly, get out of the square formation.
Oui, monsieur.
The artillery will fire cannon.
Canon moyen.
Attention!
Garde révolutionnaire.
Now we can also attack from the center.
Fusil, monsieur!
No, wait. That was a great spot.
L'infanterie suisse attend les ordres.
À vos ordres.
Oh shit. The artillery is fighting. Let's move our dragoons here. The left flank is being attacked. Our cavalry is forming up. Though they were attacked. Let's attack this one. Let's go. Let's attack our infantry.
Garde.
French infantry here fighting. Really can't see much. What are they doing? Oh my god, this is bad. Let's go here. Okay, we're fighting back, so let's attack their artillery with our cavalry. Fighting theirs.
L'infanterie sous sont dans les ordres. Lancez des ordres. Garde révolutionnaire.
Okay, our cavalry is moving. Let's spread out because we don't want to get shot by their cavalry, by their artillery. Dragoons gonna attack their artillery. They've lost their cavalry already, so they don't have any defense. Oh my god! Yeah. Now only remains their general. He's here. Okay, you guys come and meet the enemy from the flank.
L'infanterie sous sont dans les ordres.
Let's attack their landwehr.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Now I'm gonna flank them from this one as well. General. Let's see what happens. Just stop our firing. One of our own forces. Okay, I'm gonna attack the general from both sides while they are also being shot by the grenadiers. Okay, form square. So the general is going to rout soon.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
General Bonaparte himself is gonna attack. General is killed. The enemy general. Let's see if we can finish. Oh my god, here. The Fusiliers are still fighting. Let's attack them with artillery. While our Fusiliers are also fighting them.
Tenez ferme.
But their general is already dead, so let's bring our cavalry here. Quickly. Attack them in the flank. Quickly. 231 soldiers. 37. So this fight is going almost equally. Yeah, they're rowdy. Had enough. They're under fire from artillery as well as musket fire. So this battle is won. Nice battle.
Fonctionnaire!
We had our first victory. We had almost 2 times the enemy forces, and we all lost almost half and kill almost 3 times of the enemy because of our better tactics. Our revolutionary infantry actually got a lot of kills here. That's good. This is the one that were stationed at the top of the hill. So first Austrian forces
En
routed.
avant! Marchez!
Now we again sent another mission to secure our supply lines, which is really important. So the mission description says, if we are to have any hope of driving the path to Austria, it is imperative that we keep our regiments in full combat effectiveness, of course. With the majority of French military resources deployed on the German front, the Armée d'Italie has been left without access to some of our nation's finest troops. That's true, because actually we are fighting in 2 fronts. The French Republic is fighting in 3 fronts actually. The first front is located towards the Flanders and the Low Countries, which is present-day Belgium and Netherlands. So that's the first front which we have gained some success. And the second front is more towards the south, which is the eastern part of France, towards the west part of German states and German principalities, and locations such as Strasbourg and areas around that area. And in that front, which is mentioned here as the German front, most of their French Republic force resources are pouring in that direction because it is more closer to Paris, and because of that more important right now. And the third front is the Armée d'Italie, which is the northern Italy, which Napoleon Bonaparte has been sent, actually not sent, but is promoted to command the whole army after the previous general in the command was wounded. So by establishing a supply post in one of our commercial centers, we will be able to maintain the strength and numbers of all our troop types. And by doing that, with the supplies coming, we'll get grenadiers of the line, as well as experience for all the troops. So that's a very important mission right there. There are some remaining Austrian forces, which is not very important. So now what we can do, we can attack from 2 fronts. Actually, let's first transfer these 2 regiments here.
Monsieur, vos ordres?
Okay, because this is the Kingdom of Liguria, we cannot reinforce
Monsieur.
our forces here, which is not good. Let's see, Sardinia. This is the Genoese area, Liguria, and we can't capture it this time. We have to wait for a little more longer.
Prêt à recevoir vos ordres?